Hey man, how's it going? Today I just wanted to go over this commentary. So here we are, standing behind a medic ready to backstab him. Now, I wanted to talk about how I got here and everything that I did to get into this delicious position to backstab this medic and go forward and kill all these other people. So I'm going to go ahead and play the footage of that now. So 3 kills, sentry down, and I died to a random pipe, so not too bad. But how did I get into that position? Well, it wasn't by using the Dead Ringer. It was by using the regular stock Inviswatch, using a regular stock knife, and mostly disguising as a scout. You're going to see me backstab this demo here and fake out my enemies here. They know I'm a spy, they know they saw me, and I went left and then I cloaked. So I cloak and it looks like I'm going left. They keep shooting left. They kind of guess where I would have kept going if I had kept going left. And really, I had just turned right when I actually had cloaked. So that's another tip for you guys, is to move one way as you're cloaking and then just go the opposite direction. Most people will not anticipate that. So that's one tip. I'm going to uncloak back here, and the medic was sort of backing up here, and then he decides he's going to heal me, and then I can't hit anything with my pistol, but I do get him there. Still working on my pistol aim just a little bit. Now, next thing I wanted to touch on was this last point on Badwater. Very important is that there are 2 full ammo packs on either side of this. You'll see one on the left over there, and you saw the one that I just picked up. Now, if you're using the Invisiwatch as a spy, you can run back and forth between these and have a lot of extra time in between, and you can actually just sort of farm the 2 spots, and you can stay cloaked indefinitely as long as you are able to get both ammo packs. And you can also hide in the stairs up there to the left. That's also a great place to hide in case an engineer takes the packs or what have you. So that's just a little trick with the Invisiwatch, which almost makes it a cloak and dagger. Now here, I just heard the medic call fully charged. I figured now would be a good time to strike and take out some people, and that is how that was set up. Evading my enemies, using the packs to my advantage, and getting behind. My enemy's on this last point of Badwater, which really requires you to not be seen. So now we're going to move on a little bit and showcase the Invisiwatch just a little bit more. Obviously, the Dead Ringer and the Cloak and Dagger both have certain situations where they are very useful. However, for this video, I'm simply showing you why the Invisiwatch is useful, because I don't think a lot of people ever use the Invisiwatch. Because they say, well, I can feign and die and then pop up behind my enemies, or I can stay cloaked in one place forever. And the stock watch really gets overlooked a lot of times. So in a situation that I would have otherwise not been able to get into. So I'm going to play the footage now. Anyway, you don't get to see the kills just yet. So I just spawned for my last death, and I'm going to wrap around up here left. I really like to go this route because there's lots of things to jump on. There's lots of height advantages. If you jump on and off of the sides there, you can get a nice elevation stab or utilize that however you wish. So here we are again, and again I'm looking for those 2 packs. Unfortunately, this side was taken by this engineer, and I didn't want to alert the other engineers to my presence by going over to the other pack over there. So I'm just kind of waiting up here on the stairs, and then I hear some noise, I hear some stuff going on, I hear some engineers, so I decided to come out here, sap his things. And again, I was able to get back here because he did not see me, and I just stole kills from the other spy. I'm going to jump up here. I'm going to kind of look over at that heavy. He kind of looks like he looked at me. We made some eye contact. That's not good. So I'm just going to mostly hold back here, jump around as a scout, and then I'm going to cloak because I see that heavy up there and I want to go for him. Now I know the engineer saw me, but honestly I don't think it matters too much. He's very preoccupied putting up a sentry. So here we are, me and the heavy. Now this could go one of 3 ways. I could have dead ringered and he probably would have caught me and killed me, and there's not much space behind him for me to uncloak without him hearing me if he's really paying attention. Now I could have cloak and daggered back there, but the cloak is very short compared to the regular stock watch, so I probably wouldn't have gotten this far. I probably, instead of having the amount of cloak I have left right now, I probably would have had more like maybe none of that. I'd probably be standing still waiting for it to regenerate, and I couldn't just go for an ammo pack, regenerate, and get behind this heavy. And I actually thought this next part was kind of hysterical because I literally get right in his face. If he turns his minigun just a little bit, he would have gotten me, but he doesn't, and I get the 2 backstabs. those are two great examples of situations that you want to use the regular stock watch in. And I know, especially me, whenever I got the Cloak and Dagger, the first time I was like starting to play Spy, whenever I got the Cloak and Dagger, I said, wow, this is way better. It has 100% cloak regen, and I can actually stand still and not be using all of my watch. But really, if you're going to be a mobile spy, if you want to run around, if you want to steal engineers' ammo packs, if you want to be mobile, if you want to always be moving, if you always want to be in a different place at all times, and you want to be very obnoxious to the enemy team and very, very hard to catch, the regular stock watch is very good for you because they won't see you coming, they won't hear you coming, and then you'll just be behind them. We do end up winning the game. Actually, it's during this life. I don't want to show that just because it doesn't reinforce my point that this watch is good. I didn't really get much more accomplished after this because we really just pushed the cart the whole rest of the way and nothing really comes of it. But anyway, thank you for watching, man. I'll see you next time.